Welcome! In front of me is an Infinix Note 40 Pro, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the device itself and everything that is in the package. So let's just get straight into it. I have two little seals to cut through. So in here we get some paperwork, and we get tempered glass, which is one that is curved as well. If I can actually, the camera can catch, there we go, can kind of see the curvature right there on the edges. Then we get what looks to be a MagSafe case with a eco leather finish. That's actually pretty nice. And some useless stickers. Then below that, obviously we get the device itself. Let's boot it up. There we go. Then under here we get our charger. This is a 70 watt charger. I just can't get past the fact that Infinix uses M upside down as wattage, or as a letter W. You can see this is undeniably an M, just used upside down. Something about that just bugs me. But anyway, pretty decent charger at 70 watts. And then inside here we get our Type-C to Type-A charging cable. And get back in there. There we go. And our Type-C headphones. So, moving on to the device itself, we have a pretty nice looking device. So, screen right here is a 6.78 inch display running a resolution of 1080 by 2436 pixels. It is an AMOLED display, 1 billion colors, 120 Hz refresh rate, and peak brightness of 1300 nits. Now when it comes down to the non-pro version of this device, which I also have right over here, display-wise, it's almost identical. The only difference is this is a flat display, while this is a curved one. So you do have rounded corners right here. Now, this is primarily personal preference. I do like more curved display rather than the flat one. It makes using gestures just that much nicer. So, like I said, just matter of preference. Now, continuing on, the device boasts an 89, almost 90% screen to body ratio with almost 400 pixels per inch, covered well with Corner Gorilla Glass. Now, if you flip it over to the back, we have what looks to be a triple camera setup. Now, I'm saying what looks to be because most likely, like this phone, the only usable camera will most likely be the 108 megapixel main sensor, which is the same one on here as well. So let's see, we have 108 megapixel f1.8 wide sensor. Then we got a 2 megapixel, two cameras, not specified. So compared to the non-pro version of this one had a 2 megapixel, I believe it was ultra wide, if I remember correctly. And then whatever this is, it's not even specified. So it might as well just be a fake camera. Here we have two dual 2 megapixel sensors that again aren't specified of what they are, at least you know the megapixels of it, but reality is that they are absolutely effing useless, and you're not going to use anything outside of just the main 108 megapixel sensor. So you could take a hammer, blow those out, and you wouldn't see any kind of difference in photo quality. Now, moving into the internals of the device, it comes with a 5000 mAh battery, supports a 80, oh, that can't be right. So it says that it supports 45 watt charging. Yeah, I doubt it, considering we have a charger that supports 70 watts. So that must be wrong. And also I would doubt that it's correct, considering the non-pro version of this device supported, what was it? Let me quickly open my tab. Or not, it was about the same. So apparently the non-pro is 45 watt wired charging, 20 watt wireless charging. This one is 45 and 20 as well. But like I said, the charger that we have provided right here is a 70 watts. Unless I'm stupid and can Didn't see that correctly. Oh, that's definitely 70 watts. Unless this is just like a bullshit. No. Even in these specs right here, the camera can catch focus. Hello, camera, please. There we go. Right here you can see max 70 watts. There we go. So, considering you get a charger that supports 70 watts of power delivery to the device, I would assume the device also charges at that speed. But based on at least GSM Arena, where I'm getting these specifications from, it does not. So like I said, I think this is just wrong. But in any case, continuing on, the device does come with a Dimensity 7020 processor, which is something equivalent to like the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1, I think, maybe 2. So it's actually a pretty decent processor for a device. It also has 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage, using UFS 2.2 storage type. Now, one more thing to look at is the tray, which, if I'm correct, only supports dual SIM card support, or dual SIM card. I'm popping it out. And yes, so we have just dual SIM card support right here, and no expandable storage using an SD card. Now, taking a look at the device all around, we have what looks to be microphones, IR blaster, surprisingly, right here. Then on our right side, we have our power button. It's kind of hard to show you the buttons right here, but this is a power button, and then we have volume rockers right here. Then at the bottom, we have speakers, charging port, microphone, our tray, and then on the left side, absolutely nothing. So there we go. Now, one last thing to mention is the price, and the device comes at about 270 euros. So it's a relatively affordable device for what it offers. And at least the Note 40 and 40 Pro seem to actually offer a pretty decent value for the money. So the devices right here offer pretty decent display, being an AMOLED display with 120 Hz refresh rate that looks pretty good, either being curved or flat. The flat one has very minimum bezels. That is already with the case. If I take it off, yank that off, there we go. If I take it off, you can see the bezels a little bit better. So they are very minimal. I do have applied like a temporary glass on here, which isn't fitting, so these kind of things are just part of that. It's not something that came with the device, just pointing that out. But yeah, like I said, it looks pretty good, either with the Pro or non-Pro version. Both look pretty modern. This one with the curved display seems to have, or at least on the look of it, kind of feels like it has a bit of a thicker bezels because of that curved display for some reason. But on paper, they basically both boast the same kind of screen to body ratio. So the screen right here is one of the standout features, and also the fact that this device comes with a 70 watt charger is also a standout feature, supporting a supposedly on paper 45 watts. I think it's 70 like I mentioned, but even with that being said, it has a 20 watt wireless charging, so that's already pretty good. And additionally, it comes with the case right here, which looks pretty nice. But that being said, the case is an additional standout feature, which looks to have a MagSafe implemented into it. So you can use the Apple accessories, for instance, like car accessories, so you can just slap your phone magnetically onto it and it's gonna hold, which that's pretty nice. And last thing that I'm kind of want to point out as a standout feature is just the build quality. It actually feels premium, which is surprising for 270 euros. That's a relatively like low-end device. One could say that it's budget and maybe approaching the like entry of mid-range devices. While coming with mid-range specifications being the the Dimensity 7020 in here, which is a pretty decent processor, and look-wise it also has a pretty nice look with the what looks to be kind of like goldish frame. And also the finish right here. The camera isn't picking this up all too well, at least the color of it. It's a bit more vibrant on camera it just kind of looks metal-y. It's not much. But yeah, in person it does have a bit nicer color, along with this green eco leather back, which again adds to the quality or feel of the quality of the device. It's when you're holding it, it doesn't feel like a cheap device, something that just costs like $270. It actually feels much more premium than it actually is. And the included accessories being the case that comes with the device, with MagSafe being implemented into it, though keep in mind this is because it's China. They can probably implement the MagSafe and not care about copyright claims from Apple, because Apple did technically patent their magnets in the case or in a phone. So yeah, just kind of wanted to point that out. And outside of that, you get headphones, cable, and a charger. So yeah, oh right, and also a tempered glass for the display. So like I said, all in all, pretty decent package right here for not much money. So you do get a pretty decent value right here, the money spent. But with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.